50 years ago today, NASA accomplished the greatest technological achievement in the history of mankind. While the agency gets most of the credit for landing men on the moon, they didn't do it alone. Thousands of private companies, both large and small, supplied critical parts and services. Our very own WAAY 31 News anchor Dan Schaefer takes us inside one small company at Research Park that was there for the Apollo missions and is now helping launch humans into space again.
There's no room for error in what we do. The smallest contamination can once again be a catastrophic failure type event.
Catastrophic failure, that's Jason Bailey's nice way of saying explosion. And what he and his handful of employees at TMC, Technical Micronics Control, do is ensure that doesn't happen.
These larger vats typically contain cleaning agents or acids.
What they do here is clean things. Well, that's a bit of an oversimplification. What they do here is precision clean parts for rocket engines, using clean suits, clean rooms, acid and alcohol baths, high-pressure jets, and constant quality control to specifications that only rocket scientists would appreciate.
Particles or any kind of contamination, oils and greases react violently with liquid oxygen, and liquid oxygen is a basic component of every rocket engine.
TMC first started cleaning rocket engine parts in 1965 for the Apollo missions. Using chemicals in those high-pressure jets, they remove microscopic contaminants in pipes, tubes, and fittings. Bailey says it's not engineering, but it is a vital and valuable service.
The performance of the rocket engines is relying on what TMC does. Precision cleaning is basic to the rocket industry.
We've come here to the U.S. Space and Rocket Center to give you a better look at what we're talking about. This is an F-1 engine from a Saturn V rocket. Take a look at this tangle of tubing. Every inch of it, hundreds of feet of tubing, fittings, and valves. Anything that comes in contact with a liquid propellant has to be precision cleaned before it can be built into a rocket engine.
Okay, this is a flex tube for the fuel system on the rocket.
Michael Denny has been with TMC for 5 years. Today he was working on a part for the SLS that will launch Americans back to the moon in 2024. Boeing is a lead contractor, and TMC was just named one of its suppliers of the year, based on their technical expertise, quality work, and delivery performance. It's a responsibility Denny doesn't take lightly.
We don't want nothing going up that costs people's life.
TMC stepped in when it was discovered that the original supplier of tubing on the SLS engines wasn't cleaning them to specs.
All of the tubing, both already installed in rocket engines and surplus tubing, had to be re-cleaned, and that's where TMC provided a valuable service.
It's work this company of fewer than 20 employees takes seriously, from Apollo to Artemis, from the very beginning of space travel through the coming exploration of deep space.
People looks at us, y'all just a small company and all that, sure, but we're dealing with people's lives. If they go up in space, we don't want nothing to happen.
Dan Schaefer, WAAY 31 News.